5 months due to having a wedding coming up. He doesn't report any dosages, but as far as I can tell, he is only using finasteride. And due to his lack of knowledge when he is reporting, I believe that he is prescribed the standard 1 milligram a day. What's up guys? Today we are gonna check out 6 completely different before and after photos of people using finasteride and sometimes a little bit more on Reddit and evaluate how well they did it. Now their methods might vary a little, but I try to focus on everyone who's using finasteride for their regrowth or hair loss prevention. And without further ado, let's check it out. So the first user we have here had a crazy amount of regrowth. He reports that he had been using finasteride once per day and minoxidil twice per day and derma rolling 1 to 2 times weekly. Now he doesn't report any dosages or needle depth, so it's hard to evaluate what he did, but nevertheless his results are pretty outstanding in themselves. Now the second user reports that he couldn't get a prescription from his MD due to all the negative side effects that we hear about. Then he went and consulted a dermatologist and he instantly was prescribed 1 milligram of finasteride daily. The dermatologist also stated that the side effects in his opinion were completely overblown. He reports that his blood tests all came back in normal range and he had no sides. He did have some thinning in the crown area, and after 2 years of finasteride it seemed to have filled out pretty well, and there's more or less no signs of hair loss at this point. The third user to report his hair loss journey had some pretty severe balding going on at that point. Like, I thought that I was in a bad shape when I started my hair loss journey, but this is a really sight for sore eyes. He didn't report any dosages, but he reported to be using finasteride, derma rolling, minoxidil, and on top of that the Ketoconazole shampoo. The 3 months progress photo says a lot about the effectiveness of this combo. This is also reported as the big 3 when you use microneedling, finasteride and minoxidil. The fourth user reported his journey started when he was 37 years old. Now in my opinion he is more or less almost completely bald in the areas that are affected by male pattern baldness. And he started using finasteride, nizoral, minoxidil and microneedling for the past 6 months. Now you can clearly see some improvement in his hair density, and if you were completely bald, I would assume that anyone at this stage would be happy to see any improvement in the hair density. I would like to know what dosages he did use, since I think he could have benefited from a little more aggressive approach to this, since his hair loss was that severe from the starting point. But in the end it proves to the contrary beliefs that even though that you are almost bald, and I mean like smooth bald, some believe that you cannot regrow any hair at this point, and I believe this is not true, and there's a great example that you have the possibility to regrow a lot of hair even though it's almost gone. So our fifth user has reported to be using finasteride for 5 months due to having a wedding coming up. He doesn't report any dosages, but as far as I can tell, he is only using finasteride. And due to his lack of knowledge when he is reporting, I believe that he is prescribed the standard 1 milligram a day tablet from his MD. And this is what we usually see, and although the lack of information on his protocol, we can clearly see that his hair density has considerably become way better. The sixth and last photo I have picked out for you is one that I was especially excited about. So this guy reported to only have been using finasteride, except for some blood flow massage scalp techniques. I don't know about them, but I wouldn't dig deeper into that if it were me. And he also reported due to some studies on the subject, he decided to go with a 0.25 milligrams daily dosage. Now this is 1/4 the dosage of the standard finasteride dosage that most doctors will prescribe you. And he actually told that he was using 1 tablet a day. I didn't know that finasteride even came in such low dosages, but okay, kudos for that. So if we take a look at the before and after, you can see that it's really impressive, especially when you consider how low a dosage he was using. And it also proves that you don't need to like smash your DHT completely to regain some hair growth. If you are worried about your DHT levels going down, you can at least use a 0.25 milligram dosage, and apparently there's evidence here that it can improve your hair density a lot. So guys, there you have it. These 6 examples shows how finasteride can improve your hairline, what you can expect, and what stages it even still can work on for some people, and some different combinations that people have been using. So if you like this kind of content, remember to hit the like button. This way I know what kind of content to bring you. And with that said, until next time guys, cheers.